everyone, and welcome to Kundalini Now with Mona Kelly. Today we are going to become magnetic by working on our aura. So what is the aura? Well, the aura is this electromagnetic energy field that is surrounding our body. Everyone has one, and it's somewhere between 3 feet to 9 feet. 9 feet is pretty rare. The largest, the bigger, the better. Why? Well, because when you have a strong aura, you can be who you are. You can integrate socially, deflect other people's negativity without losing your center. You can maintain your strong sense of self while being with others. People with a weak aura are easily influenced, manipulated. They're like chameleon-like. Now, with a strong aura, you are magnetic and you can uplift yourself. Not just for the sake of uplifting yourself, but also for the sake of uplifting others. You can be so much more compassionate, kind, nurturing when you have a strong aura, because you have a strong sense of inner security regardless of external circumstances. So let's get started with this kriya. You will need, as usual, a block or a pillow with a firm surface to sit on. We are going to do a relaxation at the end, which means that I recommend you grab a paperback book rolled in a hand towel for it to be more comfortable. We're putting that under our head. And you can also have a blanket to keep you warm and a bolster to put under your knees so that your lower back can really relax and expand into the ground during relaxation. Let's get started. Let's start with tuning in with the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, that we will repeat 3 times before we start the kriya. Before we even start tuning in, I'd like you to be present to your mat. So you're in a seated position with your legs crossed in front of you, sitting on a block or a firm surface pillow. And the reason for that is that I want you to feel your sit bones. Your sit bones help you connect with the ground. Taking a deep inhale and exhale, allowing your body to release any tension it may hold from the crown of your head, from your face muscles, the neck, shoulders, back, through the sit bones, which is your contact with the ground that is supporting you in return. So melting all that tension down from the crown of the head to the sit bones, through your sit bones actually, into the ground. Allowing your back to expand to the side and to expand towards the ceiling while anchoring down through your sit bones. Inhale, exhale. Now bringing the right shoulder to the right ear, rolling it back and dropping it down. Left shoulder to the left ear, rolling back and down. Just enough so you can feel the chest opening without bringing any tension in that process. Bringing your hands together, palms rubbing with each other, creating some heat. Hands together in front of the heart center, taking a deep inhale Exhale, keep releasing the tension that may linger. Inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Taking a deep inhale, suspending the breath, applying a gentle root lock, focusing at the third eye. Exhale. Releasing the hands down. And we're going to start with the first exercise of this kriya. So we're going to be sitting right onto the floor, onto the ground, on your mat. So you can remove the block or a pillow. So the first exercise of this kriya, we're going to do a little stretching, okay? And I'm gonna grab my phone, not because I'm checking my text messages, but because I just want to keep track of the time. So, bringing the left leg in front of you, bringing the right leg, so you basically keep the right leg bent, and you keep it, keep your foot, you're gonna bring your right foot against your left thigh. Okay, so before we even start the stretching, I want to give you a few pointers on how to do it as safely as possible. As you know, I'm a big proponent of not overdoing it. A lot of people go into yoga because they want to be more flexible, and in doing so, they tend to overstretch or overdo it in the stretching. So even stretching can actually have some negative outcome, because there's no point in overdoing it. What's important though is to keep the integrity of the torso head alignment. In other words, when I do this, because I want to stretch all the way down to the floor, my back is rounded, I'm just not very comfortable, and I'm creating a lot of tension while I do that. And that's not what we want to do. We want to stretch, but we want to keep that alignment. The other important thing is to allow the hip joints to release, and when I say release, is to soften as you bend forward. Now the hip joints are where the leg and torso meet, and it's on each side of the pubic bone. So if you put your thumbs on each side of the pubic bone, this is it. And always think of releasing at this spot. Okay, release, release, release. Also think of releasing the back of the knee, and not so much in this position, but the front of the ankle, you also want to keep that release. So there's no need to flex your foot. Okay, so from there, I'm going to start the timer. We're going to stay 2 minutes in this stretch position on this side. And deep breathing, and as you can see, I have one straight line from my sit bone to the crown of my head, and I'm still stretching, releasing at the hip joint. If you really release in this area, you will notice that your back expands completely naturally. You don't have to think about it. It'll just expand. Deep breathing. You can bring your hands on each side of the leg. Keep releasing at the hip joints, back of the knee, front of the ankle. Close your eyes, focusing on the breath in and out. 30 more seconds. All right, bringing your hands closer to your torso. You can use the ground through your hands to come back to a seated position. Switching legs. Bringing the right leg in front this time. Left leg is bent with the sole of your left foot against the right leg. Releasing at the hip joint to bend forward. Releasing the back of the knee, the front of the ankle. Closing your eyes, focusing on the breath. Keep releasing at the hip joints. Feel how this affects your back and its expansion. Once again, releasing means softening. A little bit like bread dough rising. When you think about it, you start with something quite compact, but it rises as it softens. So that's the same idea with the joints while you move. This is valid for any types of exercise, whether you squat, whether you walk, jump, climb stairs. Thirty more seconds. Good. Using your hands, using the ground, come back into a seated position. Moving on to the next exercise. Next exercise is cat-cow, which means that you're going to come onto your knees and hands. So your knees are right under your hips and your hands are right under your shoulders. Now, just release from the armpit, through the elbows, through the hands into the floor, and from the hip joints to the knees through the floor as well. And you will notice that your back naturally curve, which I believe is the cow. I never know which one is the cow and which one is the cat. I think that's the cow. Now we're going to reverse the movement by pressing our hands onto the ground and knees onto the ground and coming into cat position. And we're going to do this for 2 minutes. I'm starting the timer now. Inhale as you release into the ground through the hands and the knees. Exhale as you press those hands and knees into the ground and release. Inhale. Exhale. pressing down into the ground. Release into the ground, inhale. Exhale, push the floor away. And release, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So as you can see, I'm not thinking of moving my spine. I'm just thinking and releasing into the ground from the armpit, through the elbows, through the hands, through the knees. And it automatically allows my back to move. And pressing the floor away. "30 more seconds. And inhale. Come back to a seated position. Next exercise. For this next exercise, I recommend you grab a block. We're going to be in celibate pose, which is sitting on your heels. I like to use a block to sit on. It gives me a little bit more room for my hip joints to release, okay, and not be squeezed in. From this position, we're going to bring our arms behind our back and interlacing the fingers. Inhale, bringing our forehead to the ground. Exhale, coming back up. The hands stay away from the back as much as possible, if you can, if it's available to you. Inhale, as you come down, release at the hip joints. Exhale, pressing your leg, the part of your leg that is touching the ground, so pressing it down into the ground to help you come back up, so that the ground is your support always. So bringing your hands away from your back if it's available to you. Inhale, folding forward, releasing at the hip joints, forehead to the ground. Exhale, coming back, and inhale. For 2 minutes. Exhale. Thirty more seconds. Release through your lower leg. Allow the ground to support you. Inhale down, exhale up. And release. Come back into a seated position. Keep your block. I'm going to switch to my pillow, but if you just have a block, use your block. Good. Cross-legged position. The right hand is going to stay on your knee in Gyan Mudra position. Gyan Mudra position is the thumb touching the index finger. Okay, the tip of the index finger, tip of the thumb. The left arm is going to come into a diagonal position, palms up. Deep breathing. As you do so, release from the tip of the fingers, through the elbow, through the shoulders, the armpit, through the back, down into the ground. Remember, this is a kriya to build a strong aura. So we're working on that magnificent for sure, for this magnetic field surrounding your body. Inhale, exhale, release, and switch. So your left thumb and your left index finger touch. Right arm comes up, palms to the ceiling. Deep breathing for 1 minute. Once again, allowing any tension to cascade down from the tip of your fingers to your sit bones. Releasing any tension through your sit bones to the ground. If you feel like you're creating tension in your shoulder, you can stop and imagine doing it. Better than creating tension. It's not what yoga is for. Otherwise, you might as well go to boot camp and lift heavy tires. Inhale, exhale. Release the hands down. And now bringing both hands up, of course. Palms facing the ceiling. Releasing the tension. Focusing at the center of your palms. You should feel some energy there. It's pretty cool, actually. Inhale, exhale, release. Moving on. For this next exercise, in a seated position, cross-legged, we're going to do a 4-2-1 breathing pattern, which is known to be antidepressive. And actually, building a strong aura is a wonderful remedy against depression. The breathing pattern is 4 inhale, 1 exhale. So it's okay. So 4 inhale, 1 exhale. We're adding an arm component to it. The hand pattern is floor, so touching the floor, your mat, 30 degrees, parallel to the floor, 60 degrees, palms facing down. And so let's just do this again. Touching the floor, 30 degree, parallel to the ground, 60 degree, down. We're matching the breath with the arm movement. So it's inhale, touch the floor. Inhale, 30 degrees. Inhale, parallel. Inhale, 60. Exhale, down. Okay? 3 minutes. Let's get started. Close your eyes. And it's floor, 30 degrees, parallel, 60, exhale down, and repeat. One more minute. Last one. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Open your eyes. So this next exercise involves breath of fire. Breath of fire is not recommended for women who have their periods and for women who are pregnant. So if you are in this situation, please do not do breath of fire. Instead, just breathe normally or take some long, deep breathing instead. Breath of fire, quick recap, in case you've never done it before, It's a short, shallow breath. Imagine a dog panting. That's the same, except that we have our mouth closed and that we are breathing through the nose. So it's pretty quick. It's about 10 breaths for 8 seconds. And like I said, it's shallow because it's fast, and it's also equal inhale and equal exhale. All right, so that's Breath of Fire in a nutshell. There is a tutorial on Breath of Fire. I will put a link to this specific tutorial in the description of this video. Arms. We're going to have our arms out to the side with our palms up. So the palms will be facing the ceiling. The back of the hands will be towards the ground. And we're going to back pedal. So we're rotating the wrist. Okay. Before we do that, I just want you to sit. We've done a lot of movement sitting, so I'd like to just reset a little bit. So being present to our mat, releasing any tension we may have built up, releasing through the sit bones into the ground. Pretty much the same way we started this class. Bringing the right shoulder to the right ear and rolling it back, releasing, and left side. From this position, bringing your arms up, think of the tip of your fingers, like I explained earlier, to being dragged up by those strings, and moving from the armpit, palms facing the ceiling, Breath of Fire, rotate those wrists back. It's 1 minute. Inhale, bring your hands to your shoulders, suspend the breath. Exhale, release. Open your eyes. Next exercise is done standing, so you can come in a standing position. The next 3 exercises are a kriya in itself. It's great to do a quick aura fix. So in this class it is integrated, but please know that if you want a quick aura fix, this exercise that we're going to do right now and the 2 that we're going to do right after are a kriya in itself. We're going to come into a triangle pose. Triangle pose is the Kundalini Yoga term for the downward facing dog. Okay? Downward facing dog. I like to start on my knees. Bringing your hands onto the ground. Using the ground to lift you up. Also curling your toes under so that you can use the ground through the toes. And then pushing the floor away. Coming into triangle pose or downward facing dog. Now, from this position, once again, I'd like you to think of releasing the hip joints. Reminder, the hip joints are where the leg and torso meet on each side of the pubic bone. Releasing into softening. By doing so, you will notice that your back expands, your sit bones may go towards the ceiling, allowing your shoulders to relax, and using the ground through your hands and feet for support. Now bring your feet together slightly, and then lift the left leg. And we're going to do 7 push-ups. If you cannot do the push-ups, just bend your elbows slightly. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch legs. Left leg comes down, right leg up. Allowing the back of the knees to release as well. You don't need to have straight legs. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bringing both feet down. Taking a deep inhale, exhale, release at the hip joints, back of the knees, front of the ankles. See how that feels. See how that transforms your posture. Inhale, bringing the knees back down. Exhale, release into child's pose. Forehead to the ground. You can keep your arms in front of you, or you can bring them back alongside your body. Palms facing the ceiling. Deep inhale, exhale. Bringing your hands on each side of your knees. Pressing the hands down, using the floor to come up through your hands. Into a seated position. Okay, next one. This is going to be seated. Coming into a seated position, cross-legged. Let's take a deep inhale, exhale, return present to our mat. Allowing any tension to cascade down from the crown of the head to the sit bones, through the shoulders, the back, without forgetting the neck and the face. Right shoulder up, roll it back and release. Left shoulder, back and release. In this next exercise, we're going to chop. I'm going to chop wood. Bringing your left hand in front of you, like you're going to shake some hand, but with the left hand. The right arm comes under the left arm, and you're rotating your wrists so that both hands grasp each other, okay? And we're going to chop for 2 minutes, bringing the arms up and down. Now, when you bring them down, they don't go below 90 degrees, so they don't go all the way down, okay? And I'm actually going to demo from the side so you can see a little better. Okay, so left arm in front of you, shake that hand. Right arm under, rotate, clasp, and 2 minutes of chopping woods. Inhale up, exhale down. Moving from your armpits. 1 more minute. Inhale, exhale, release. Good. Shake your arms if you have to. Coming back facing you for the next one. This one, we're going to bring our arms back into a circle on the inhale. Exhale, forward. Okay, so you start with the palms facing the ceiling. Inhale, bring them back. Exhale, forward. Now, here's the trick. We're going to close our eyes, except when we come forward, we're going to go open, close. So let's just do this together once or twice so we get it. So close your eyes. Inhale, circle back. Exhale. Open, close your eyes. Inhale with eyes closed. Exhale, forward, open, close. A little bit like a little camera. Inhale, exhale, open, close. Good, keep on going. Inhale, exhale, open, close. Open, close. One more minute. Inhale back. Exhale, forward, open, close your eyes. Thirty more seconds. Last one. Inhale, exhale, forward, open, close. Actually, I lied. One more. Exhale, forward. Keep your arms in front of you, palms facing each other. Gaze between your palms. Suspend the breath. Exhale, release. Nice. Next step is the meditation and then relaxation. This meditation is done in the seated position, and I'm going to give you some affirmations and you will enjoy those mentally. The affirmations are, I am bright. I am light. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am kind. All right? So, and we're going to do, it's a short meditation. We're just going to repeat that 7 times. Before we start, though, I want you to just sit. As usual, exhale, releasing any tension you may have in your body into the ground through your sit bones. Releasing your face, your neck, shoulders, back, hip joints. Your hands are on your knees. And I want you to focus on your auric field. I want you to imagine it and keep your attention to this. Feel like you are surrounded by this electromagnetic energy field, protected, strong. I am going to repeat those affirmations 7 times. And you can just enjoy the ride while focusing on your aura. Taking a few deep breaths before I start. I am light. I am bright. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am kind. I am light. I am bright. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am kind. I am light. I am bright. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am kind. I am light. I am bright. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am kind. I am light. I am bright. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am kind. I am light. I am bright. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am kind. I am light. I am bright. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am kind. Inhale, exhale. Opening your eyes, coming down for meditation. For this, you can put your block away. And instead, grab a paperback book that you can put under your head so your head can rest. A bolster for under your knees so that your lower back can really release into the ground and expand. And a blanket. We build some heat. That's the whole purpose of yoga, right? It's to build heat in the body so that our obstacle to feeling infinite and grandiose are burnt away. And we're going to be in relaxation for 7 minutes. Allowing your body to melt into the ground, allowing the tension to release down into the ground through your supports. Also, I want you to place that paperback book under your head, not under your neck. You want to be able to slide a hand under your neck and allow it to expand. Arms by your side. Deep inhale, exhale. Feel expansive, feel light, feel bright, feel beautiful, feel strong, feel kind. Taking a deep inhale, exhale, release. Start wiggling your toes and fingers. Rotate the wrists and ankles in one direction and switch direction. Bringing both feet into the ground. Bring one knee to the chest. And you're going to do a quick cat stretch. Bringing that knee to the opposite side of your body. And looking away from the knee. Back to center. Left knee to the chest. On the other side. Back to center, bringing the sole of your feet together, and then we're going to rub those, as well as the hands, palms of the hands rubs together, sole of the feet rubs together, stimulating all those nerve endings. Good. Bring your knees, both knees into the chest, drop both knees to one side of the body, let your body roll all the way, and using the floor through your hands to come into a seated position. We can put all those things away, the blanket, paperback book. Grabbing your block or your pillow to sit on. Closing this session with a long Satnam. Inhale, exhale. Palms together. Rubbing your hands together in front of your heart center. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release. Very good. I hope you enjoyed this kriya. I would love to hear your comments below. If you have any, also if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And obviously it would be very much appreciated if you could subscribe, share this video, like it. Thank you very much again, and have a good week.